Hey guys, Ms Lyman again. Um, we are going to start week 9 for language arts. So that is going to be I think the 19th, 18th through the 20. Hold on, let me look at the calendar. Miss, the 19th through the 25th. Ms Lyman is losing track of days, guys. Um, okay, so what we've been doing for language arts up until now is that we have been doing some selections from your close reader and then answering questions about those. But this week, we are going to switch gears. So from now until the end of the year, we are going to be reading a novel. I know, scary. Ms. Lyman, how are we going to read a novel when I'm there and you're here? How are we going to do that? We don't have a book at home. So here's how we're going to do it. Um, the book that we're going to read together is called Hoot. This is what the cover looks like here. It is by Carl Hyacin, and we've read some things by him before. It is a very cool book. It won a Newbery Award medal, and it's really interesting. It is about a boy. His name is Roy, and he is your age in middle school, and how he finds his voice and makes himself heard because he's the new kid at school. So this book is called Hoot by Carl Hyacin. This is what the cover looks like. And I'm going to read to you the back of the book since you don't have that in front of you to give you the short summary. And what it says is this. Unfortunately, Roy's first acquaintance in Florida is Dana Matherson, a well-known bully. Then again, if Dana hadn't been sinking his thumbs into Roy's temples and mashing his face against the school bus window, Roy might never have spotted the running boy. And the running boy is intriguing. He was running away from the school bus, carrying no books, and here's the odd part, wearing no shoes. Sensing a mystery, Roy sets himself on the boy's trail. The chase introduces him to potty-trained alligators, interesting, a fake fart champion, some burrowing owls, a renegade eco-avenger, and several extremely poisonous snakes with unnaturally sparkling tails. And that's the end. So there's a lot of stuff there that we'll be reading about and looking at. So this is the book that we're going to read, and it'll be we will be reading this novel from now until the last day of school, which for you guys is June 16th. So everything we do for language arts from now till the end of the year will be about this novel, Hoot. So how are we going to read it? It's a good question. The way we're going to do it is this. Every week, Ms. Lyman is going to give you some work to do on its learning, just like we've been doing this whole time. And on the It's Learning page, there will be a separate link for each chapter of the book that is an audio version. So think back, I know this was a really long time ago, but think back to when we read The K, the novel The K in class, and we listened to a chapter every day, or maybe even a couple of chapters a day as we read along in the story. That's exactly what we're going to do for Hoot. So there is a YouTube audiobook, and if you just go to YouTube, you can type in Hoot audiobook, and it will break down the chapters for you. But I have linked that on It's Learning. So every week from now to the end of the year, when you go on your It's Learning page for language arts, you're going to see a link for each chapter. So for this week, which is our first week reading, we're going to read chapters 1 through 3. So on the side of It's Learning, you're going to see a YouTube link on the side that you can just click on for chapter 1, chapter 2, and chapter 3. So if you click on those, you can listen to the book. All we need for this week is chapters 1, 2, and 3. Okay? We're going to start there. Of course, you are welcome to get a copy of the book if you have access to do that. That's absolutely fine. And if you want to read ahead, that's fine as well. I have included, along with the YouTube links for us to listen to, I have also included on the links right above it it will say PDF of the whole novel. So if you would like to actually read the story instead of just listening to it, you can always click on the PDF link and actually read the text. What I recommend you do, of course, is read the text, follow along with your finger as you listen to the YouTube videos. But that is completely your choice, and it's completely up to you. If you would rather just listen, that's fine. Just click each chapter and listen. Um, or you can read the text itself. If you find a copy of the book, and you can get one, I know the libraries are closed, unfortunately. But if you have access to it, maybe you have an older brother or sister that might have one, a friend, you know, if you can get your hands on a copy, which is not necessary, but if you can always follow along in the story as you listen to the audio version as well. So, when Ms Lyman does a novel in class, what I like to do is kind of have a schedule for each day and follow that as we read. And it's pretty much the same schedule each day when we are going through a novel. So I'd like to continue to do that even though we're apart right now. So what we're going to do is every week between now and the last day of school, your It's Learning page will look pretty much the same. So there will be a to-do list. There's going to be one thing you have to do before you start reading or listening for the day. And then there's going to be a during reading activity. So for this week, as you're listening to the story, and you can listen to it as many times as you want because the link is there. There is an assignment on your It's Learning page called During Reading Worksheet, and it's a chart that we fill in. It's 3 questions. All you have to do is answer each question and then tell me what chapter you found that information in. You don't even have to write a page number because we're not doing pages, and you don't have to write the actual lines because that would be too difficult if we're just listening to the story. So all I'm asking you to do is answer each question that I give you. It's a little chart, graphic organizer that says during reading. Answer the questions and then just tell me what chapter you found those answers in. When you're finished, those 3 questions, at the very bottom, there is a separate assignment that says reflection. So when you're all finished and those 3 questions, there'll be just one reflection question that I'd like you to answer before we move on to the next week and the next set of chapters. So on your It's Learning page, I put all this information that I'm telling you right now, and there's a little to-do list. It's color-coded, so you can always look at that. But just to sum up, I know it's a lot of information, but just to sum up, we're going to read Hoot. We're going to listen to it. We're going to do our during reading questions, and then we're going to do one reflection question at the end of those chapters, and we're going to follow that every week. I promise you my videos won't be this long every week, but this is the beginning, so I'm just trying to set you up for success with the novel. Again, email me if you have questions. Send me a note on It's Learning if you have questions. I am available and happy to help walk you through anything that you guys need. So please, again, guys, please stay healthy. We do still have, some work to do before the end of the year, so don't check out just yet. The 4th quarter is still going, and I'm going to be looking at all of your work. So enjoy Hoot. It's a really good read. I hope you guys like it, and hopefully I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.